This is Euclid Book 7, proposition number 25, and I'll begin with this. Okay. Let's get into this, shall we? It says, if two numbers be prime to one another, the product of one of them into itself would be prime to the remaining one. Okay. Let A and B be two numbers prime to one another. Well, A is 4 and B is 5. And no number other than 1 is going to divide both 4 and 5, so therefore they're prime to one another. And let A, by multiplying itself, make C. What does that mean? Well, that's squaring the number A. Okay, so 4 times 4, or 4 squared, is 16, which C is 16. Okay? I say that B and C are prime to one another. So what we're going to say is that 5 is prime to 16. Now, 16 is not a prime number in itself, but it is prime to 5 because no number is going to divide 5 and 16. I'll show you that in just a second. For let D be made equal to A. Okay, well, D is 4. And 4, of course, equals 4. Since A and B are prime to one another, and A is equal to D. Okay, so A and B are prime to one another. 4 is prime to 5. And A is equal to D, which 4, of course, is equal to 4. Therefore, D and B are also prime to one another. Well, of course, 4 is prime to 5. We just said that. Therefore, each of the two numbers, D and A, is prime to B. We said that. Therefore, the product of D and A, okay, 4 times 4, is also going to be prime to B. And this is by Euclid Book 7, proposition number 24, which is our last proof. Okay? So, 4, of course, times 4 equals 16, and 16 is prime to 5. But the number which is the product of D and A is C. Well, 4 times 4 is 16, and we already said C was 16. So therefore, 16, of course, is prime to 5. Therefore, C and B are prime to one another, which we just said. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.